All right. Hey, we're live. What do you know? Hello, video on demand people. Those of you who decide to start watching from the beginning, hopefully we're not, 2 hours into this and then you're commenting on what I said 2 hours ago. All right. Made some adjustments to my desk. I had to get rid of. We are now getting ready to have the 5th laptop. But it'll either be this one or I'll just give up on laptops. What a nice surprise. Hello, Marcus Doc and Shannon. How are we? Hope the 5th time's a charm. Well, I returned the 4th one today at Best Buy, but Best Buy didn't have what I was looking for in stock, so I just got a refund on it. And then I went and ordered. I wasn't gonna go this big, but I went ahead and ordered an Alienware M15 that just had the right video and everything on it. And if that doesn't work, I'm already on Alienware's support from my other one. But I think it'll be fine. All right, so yeah, I was sitting here. I'm so distracted by crap lately. I forgot what I was getting ready to do. I'm doing well there, Michael Bones Jones. We're going to try and get some Isaac unlocks in.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television.
There we go.
Life was simple.
Your video looks great. What camera do you use? It's a Canon XA20. And that's running into a Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro. And then a bunch of lights. All right. Do new run. I guess we'll just do Isaac runs. I need to get 3 hush kills. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think any of them are going to happen today. Hey, Dalmacalmo. I can't. I tried to say it properly quickly, and it just sounds weird, even though I know I got all the syllables in there. Dalmacalmo. Hey, Jim. How we doing? Oh, God. Ginormous room right off the bat. Full of... Oh, that was bad. Okay, hang on. All right, there we go. Let's see. Michael was awesome last night. Can't wait till he's on AXP. Yeah, I knew it would be great. Recommendations for something to play. Children of Morta. It's very Binding of Isaac. Like, I don't need recommendations for anything to play. I'm playing this. But thanks. Just watched the latest XP with you and Dave. Damn, some of the calls were painful. It was a really weird week. Scott Clifton's one of my favorite co-hosts you've ever had. I didn't know who he was before that. I couldn't believe how effective he was. Get it back. I'll try. I mean, he's an Emmy-winning soap star, so He doesn't always have the time. Plus, he's way prettier than me. I can't have him on the show all the time. All right. So we got Isaac and a D6. There we go. Well, that's good that it gave me the keys I needed, but didn't mean to play on stream. Just a cool game. I don't play if I'm not streaming. I'm not playing. I'm doing something else. But yeah. All right, we'll take a nickel. Really take more bombs. Yeah, there is a heart in there, so that's good. So we can find our item room. I didn't even see that one was still alive. I swear that thing disappeared. I was just getting ready to say, I think I've gone the wrong way. Get all the way to the boss room and cover absolutely everything. Still hadn't found the item room or the shop. Luck like that, this would be a greed fight. Although I don't know if there can be a greed fight on the first floor. Damn repeller field. Judgment must be checked. I don't know why I went back there. Here's the store and the item room. All down at a big dead end. Oh my god, mashing mushroom. Well, no reason not to take that. Just absolutely a huge all stats up. Look at my damage. 6.12 damage already. Fucking magic mushroom, first floor. Right down that. Seed, 3 MMS, ZCPT. Kind of a crappy shop, but is there any chance you're going to play Resident Evil 7 in the future? I don't have any plans to, but I've never played any of the other ones, so I can't imagine I would, but I might. If I hear it's good and people are like, you should try this, it's different, I might try it. That box, let's see. That's Mom's box. Drops a random trinket on the ground. +1 luck, and while held doubles the effect of trinkets. Alright, well that seems like there's no reason not to buy it. I've got 9 coins, so there we go. Oh, because we've got a D6. That's the reason not to buy it. Dumbass. Alright, so what's the trinket? Brainworm. What's brainworm do? Here's that miss enemies will redirect themselves and travel 9 degrees towards the enemy. Here's This must be roughly 2 tiles or closer to activate this effect. Yeah, I've seen that before. All right, so since we bought this, we'll re-roll it and take BFF, which I think doubles the damage of our familiars. Cool. Hey, Northern Spike. How we doing? Yeah, so so secret room can't be there. That's interesting. So that means it's here. Hope I get some bombs because I only had the one. Wow, I got keys coming out of my butt and no damn bombs, which can come out of your butt in this game. My kingdom for some damn bombs. All right, can't even get to the super secret room, so I guess we'll go fight the boss. Put this judgment here. Maybe I can give up some hearts to get some bombs or something awesome. Let's fight the boss first. This might have turned out to be a difficult boss. Take hit points up. We'll take that soul heart. You've seen Captain Fantastic. You talking about the Elton John thing? Hey, Garnier Fructus. Welcome. Yeah, this is the perfect time to get this particular judgment. Bad trip. Because we had the hearts to do it, and it didn't cost us anything like a devil deal or anything. Well, we got no bombs, and I'm not keeping the bottle of pills, so we keep going. No, it was a movie from last year. Nope, I don't recall a movie from last year called Captain Fantastic, so I probably didn't see it. How's the run going? I don't know. I'm just a couple minutes into it, but we started off with Magic Mush. So, you know, how bad can it be to start off with Magic Mush right off the bat? Magic Mush, BFF, and Stem Cell. It's going well enough that I'll prioritize exploding a poop over taking out one of the bigger enemies. Nose itch. 4 times this week. I'm gonna randomly itch. It's a good thing I'm not superstitious. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot about my thing that turns tears 90 degrees. All right. Isn't that quad shot? No. I thought I was picking up quad shot, but I wasn't. Now I want to double check something. Where is that? is it not showing up? Wasn't Hive Mind I took. What was it? Spider Bite. Tears now have a chance to slow. All right. Yeah, that was kind of sloppy. I mean, only because I mean, not that the slow is bad, but I would have rather re-rolled the pedestal. So. And here's another tinted rock. I still have no bombs. This game gives me really good stuff and just doesn't give me the finishing touch. Really need some bombs. Can't look for secret room. Is there bombs for sale? There are no bombs for sale. Now, got black candle and red candle. I don't have the money for either, but I'd love to take black candle. It'd be nice to not have curses. How am I doing today? Pretty good. I got to hang out with a friend of mine that I haven't seen for most of the pandemic. Oh yeah, this trinket's gonna be really good. I don't know how Mom's trinket could have doubled the effect on it. Maybe nothing would have happened. Again, still we have no bombs. We have no bombs. There were no bombs for sale. The trinket has any shot that misses an opponent can turn 90 degrees to hit it, as long as it's within like a tile or two. Watch when I'm in a fight later. Yeah, it's a crazy good trinket. Unless you're trying to shoot a long-range enemy and ignoring two close ones. Well, we can at least get a battery to recharge, but without any bombs, I mean, there's a freaking... I got 100% double deal chance, even though I lost my soul heart. I'd love to get one more soul heart. Oh, we got an arcade. Could I get some bombs, please? This is the smarter play than what I was going to do. There we go. Wow. Literally 2 bombs and said, fuck you. It's like if this game knows what I'm looking for and decides to troll. All right. So first thing we'll do is we will hit the tinted rock, which actually I think the secret room's along that wall too. So let's hit this tinted rock first. Soul heart, ta-da, we can guard our devil deal. Then there are 2 possible spots for secret room. Okay, so it's not that one. Is it? Could be there. Could be there. Could be there, yeah. All right. The only weird thing is that if we're looking for the super secret room should be right here. Just that there's not a guarantee to be a super secret room. Why don't we just save the damn bomb? We got a soul heart. Let's save the bomb. Let's do this fight. Come on. All right. Oh, there's two of those. I think they're both a tears up. Yeah, that trinket is really good. I think both of these are tears up, but I want to check. They always can. I used to confuse them for sulfuric acid, but it's there's one that's all white. Wow, I'm not seeing either one of them, and that's weird. Like I'm having. For those who aren't aware, there's a website called platinumgod.co.uk, which you can look up all the items, and you can do them by their appearance, sorted by color. Some items are it's a little dubious about how they're categorized in their color, but it's just nuts. I've scoured this, and now I don't see either one of them. Do I not have repentance turned on? Somebody in chat know what it is? Well, the all-white one is a tears up, I remember. Yeah, that's eye drops, which is a tears up. And this isn't that. This one has color. It's got a red cap and kind of yellowish, so... Wow, I'm legitimately not... I tried narrowing it. Well, if it's a repentance only item, that should narrow it. Oh, here it is. I found it. It's Tropicamide, and it's 1.5 range up and a tier size up. So yeah, they're both good. Yeah. Okay, so yes to that. Honestly, I'm not taking multi-dimensional baby or sack. So come back out here. Oh, I should have re-rolled those. I read what you said about re-rolling this, and I missed the opportunity to re-roll fucking Devil Deal. And now I want to take this, so all right. God. Now the only thing I could do to get in there for 2 Devil Deal items to re-roll, the only thing I could do to get back in there would be to get lucky and buy a Joker card or find a Joker card. I have 1 bomb and 4 keys. This is what happens when you get distracted. Oh well. Yeah, I know what you meant, and I just got it in my head. Oh, yes, we're re-rolling in the other room when I should have re-rolled the devil deal. All right, we'll keep going. I don't like that one, so we'll re-roll that. I don't think I like that one either. Spend a win. While held, gives you an orbital that blocks enemy shots and contact hits. When the active key is held down, Isaac gains speed while your orbitals spin faster. Active and passive familiar. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of my D6 for that, so we'll go clear some rooms to recharge the D6, and we'll come back and re-roll that sucker again. Yeah, 8.4 damage is absolutely... It's fine. Well, I guess I will take that. Stone spike item you reroll can be used to walk over. But you have to wait for it to, like, you flash and then you're invulnerable for, like, just a second or something like that. Or does that, I mean, does the walking over spikes work all the time? So I can get that with, like, flying anyway. Wow, that was an amazing clear of that room. I was legit worried. Oh, now I take damage, you dumbass. All right, let's go back and reroll this again. Hey, but I got a bomb out of it. Well, we'll take Book of Sin. And shit. Book of Sin. Every 4 rooms is going to get me... There's no reason to keep it. Not if we could re-roll it and maybe get other books and whatever else we get bookworm. We're doing great on damage. Let's just recharge our D6. Yeah, this trinket is absolutely the bomb. You're right, you have a brief window to use walk, and then I don't think I'm fast enough on response to those things where it's like, oh, wait for this to flash. And then you can... Wow, this damage is just insane. That room would have fucking owned me. The damage plus this trinket is just crazy. We got a planetarium? I got a planetarium? No, that's not a planetarium. It's a library. Okay. So we're going to get bookworm right here. Telepathy for Dummies. Anarchist Cookbook. And now we need 3 charges. We can come back and re-roll these. Although we would only get more books and we already have bookworm. So it may be better to re-roll the other one. Damn it. That was bad damage. That was really bad damage. Well, I don't need a devil deal. Flying would be great, but is it worth it? I'd have to give up a bunch of hearts just to get all that. So. Wow, compost. That's really good. What I think I do is I buy that. Buy that, put it back on the pedestal, re-roll it. This is a good run, so it means I'm going to die, but I will have fucked it up, and I'll be the one that did it when I die. Let's see. let's keep clearing, because if I find a room that has a lot of pickups, I can leave them, buy compost, use compost, put it back, re-roll it. It's not like my 14 coins are going to go away right away. Make that 15 coins. Although, now I'm clearing rooms, which earns me charges and basically wastes opportunity to charge up my D6. So maybe I turn these into flies with compost. It's rough to do with a nickel, but I don't want to take 2 damage. What's best? I don't think there's any other rooms with anything even in it. No. Alright, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to buy compost. We're going to come back. We're going to compost this room. And then we're going to put compost back. And then we're going to D6 it. We'll take Nun's Habit, which is going to charge up our D6 anytime we get damage. So I think also we got 2 keys, 2 bombs. The spikestone item in your first room. I'm wondering if I buy the sack. I could buy this charge. And I could go re-roll the Book of Sin. I want to be fully charged by the time I get in with the boss. So let's just... I don't know how many more rooms I've got before I get to the boss. See, this is one of about 20 differences between me and all the professional Isaac players. I'm going to take ages to make a decision. And I don't know enough, which is one of these reasons I'm probably never going to get a fucking hush kill again. I have none on this account, but I do have one. What's the smartest play here? I already have Bookworm. Apart from re-rolling in the library and getting the Bible or the Book of Revelation, that's what we have to do. We have to re-roll that because one of those could be better than D6. An infinite supply of soul hearts. All right. So, fingers crossed. Well, looky there. It's the Book of Belial. It's the Book of Revelations, reusable soul protection. Now I have a soul heart. I think I'm going to ditch the D6. Or I will have just spent a nickel for a soul heart, which is exactly what I would do. Every 6 rooms, I would get another soul heart. Versus the ability to reroll. I'm going to keep the D6. I think we just want to get more passive items to boost us up. Sorry, I'm late. The party was resting after rearranging my living room box. Well, I hope you like the way you rearranged it. All right. I don't know what the pill is, so we can't take it. This should be the super secret room, but I'm reluctant to use a bomb on it because I'd really rather find the secret room, which could be there. It's a hard level to be confident about anything. Okay. Okay. They're right next to each other. I think the secret room's right here. Which gives me 2 bombs. I already have magic mush, and I don't want to take pills, so there's not much reason using bombs in that room. And I actually think the super secret room is right here. It's possible it's off there to the left, but I think it's right here. But I don't think I'm going to get anything out of it, so I'm just going to go ahead and... This damage is absolutely sick. Now, I don't have any way to finish charging this up, or I would re-roll the cube. But doesn't hurt to take cube of meat. Do I like Isaac or Hades more? I like Isaac more, but I still like Hades. It's great. Just don't have much time to play. It honestly hasn't been this configuration for like 4 or 5 years. I pretty much have no other way to rearrange my living room. The way it exists, there's really only one way it works because there's only one wall. You know, one wall has windows, one wall is empty, and that's where the TV and everything's got to go. And then the couch backs up to an island, and there's no other way to configure that without making it look really weird. Meat cubes be re-rolled to something else in Repentance. Yeah, why couldn't they? The D6 rerolls pedestal items. I mean, was there something where it didn't let you reroll that one? Oh, no, this is tough because I only have 2 keys, but all right, we'll try it. Well, thank you. That's a good trick. You got me. Take Binky. I'll take some spiders, and we'll come back here when we get more keys. Forgot about their firing. All right, so we have all of our charges on the D6 now. No key. 2 clubs. That was my bombs, so don't use any bombs. Damn it. That guy jumped and exploded and died right on me instead of, you know, farther away where it should have been. I learned about glowing enemy tears from your stream. Thank you for that. Sure. There's a key, but we still need to find the item room. There's 2 more keys. You know, I could get all of them, but I would end up with 1 key. Please be keys. Well, there's a bomb. It's a good thing I haven't doubled my bombs yet. There's a key. All right. Have they hidden the... I was going to say, where have they hidden the item room? You want me to spend 2 bombs to get to a great chest? I don't think so. Why don't I just get some flying? Like, it'd be really nice if the game just gave me fate or something like that. That is Bob's brain, right? Yes, and I don't want that. So we'll be re-rolling Bob's brain. Use the double item card on the 2 keys behind those locks, or it doesn't work like that. The double item is the 2 of clubs. It doubles the number of bombs that I have. It doesn't double pickups on the floor. All right, so we roll. We get continuum. That's absolutely nuts. And our range is almost enough. Oh, that's going to be so good. Now, hopefully, it doesn't get confusing for me. All right, so we've got that cleared. We have one key left. I want to see about finding the shop. Don't want to double my bombs until I'm sure I'm maxed. Maybe we'll go re-roll something else. That would be nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. Continuum also gives you spectral tears, so now I don't have to worry about rocks at all. I mean, not only I just thought about it in terms of they're going to go through the walls and come out the other side like that. Yeah, that's just wicked good. That could be a secret room. What about north of here? Oh, let me go over here and check. I think that room is what I get instead of a store. I would love to get flying. Oh, I have 2 rooms. Please be... Ah. Sometimes the game cheats. Hey, it gave me 2 for that room. So, let's see. I picked this up, so there's nothing to re-roll there. Maybe in the store. And the store's here. Okay, definitely taking a soul heart. I don't care how much money I have right now. The ladder would actually be good right here to grab a couple things. It's kind of like having flying. Not really, but kinda. But I don't have the 15 coins to do it, and I don't think I want to bomb that box yet. Continuum with this trinket is just crazy. We're going to put a bomb here, because I'm pretty sure this is where the super secret room is. No, it wasn't. Wow. That sucks. Let's do it. We're going to bomb this. It's 8. If I can just get 7 more out of it. Okay. So we got the ladder. It's a passive. And we'll come over here. See, it would let us go across there, but so it's kind of like having flying, except you don't have the freedom of flying. But it should. Let me open this. Thank you. That's funny, game. Funny, haha. Oh, the fucking shit I would have had to go through to get to that box for half a soul heart, or half a regular heart, and a damn... I think this is the secret room. And a troll bomb. Wow. Why am I not finding the secret room? That's not it. Yeah, the ladder won't help me here, though. I can't get out to there. That sucks. Curiously, it'll let me get to there. I'm just seeing if there's any tinted rocks I missed. Or possible secret room. I'm going to say... I think that one is a tinted rock. Not that, not that, not that. Like, it doesn't make sense. I guess the secret room is over here where I said a minute ago. Yep. Please give me goodies. Magician or the 2 of clubs. Oh, I should have doubled my bombs earlier before I started using them. That was stupid. I don't need the magician. We keep 2 of clubs. And we'll see about... we could go into the curse room, but... I had all those bombs, and I forgot I had a 2 of clubs. Now you're curious if the homing path screen if it only considers normal pathing. That's interesting because I could use the magician card and try it. Here, let me do it this way. I'm already taking a lot of time, but let me set. Draw up the 2 of clubs here. Get brainworm. Go back and get the magician. And then we take the magician. We're going to do the fight with the boss. And then we can come back and get that with it. All right, here we go. I think it seems to only be through the initial pathing. So that was a good question. All right, we got Jesus Juice. And we got a Devil Deal. My God, our damage. Oh, we can guarantee Devil Deals, or we can take a quarter. Or we could take both. Let's guarantee Devil Deals. Damn it. Almost got it another twice. And let's re-roll that into Abaddon. Jesus Christ. This is sick. 11.69 damage with Continuum. Yeah, that was cool. That was a cool test. I only have 1 bomb left, so we got the 2 clubs. Next time I scare up some bombs, we'll double them. All right. Curse of the Maze. Well, that's gonna. Wow, nickel. I don't care about the pills. Would have rather had bombs. These aren't bad. Oh, I was like, it doesn't make sense. How did I get here? But then I thought, oh, Curse of the Maze. Curse of the Maze. Wait, is that... I don't know what that trinket is. I can't imagine that trinket's better than the one I've got. I can't imagine there's too many trinkets that could possibly be better than the one I've got. So... it's a AAA battery. Lowers your spacebar item charge by 1. Cannot lower the charge of your item below 1. For example, you'll now be able to use 3 room. Okay. So that would take me down to 5. I don't really think I need that as much as what I got. So I think I'm good with what I got. All right. Now all the Curse of the Maze thing does is means that I have to constantly keep looking up at the top of the screen to double check where I am on the actual map. If I get flying, this might be like beyond an overpowered run. Yeah, I don't need the file. Ooh, let me get away from that troll bomb. There's a mod in Isaac that adds the explanation of what items do. I know, the mods are turned off right now. Yeah. I was expecting mods to be turned back on already, based on the timeline they originally said, but it hasn't happened as far as I can tell. So, thanks for this tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. Comrade Rigby. Any relation to Eleanor? Yeah, this is really good. And I haven't found... Right? I haven't found the item room here. We're going really slow, though, so the only way we're getting a hush kill is with Mama Mega. Which, hey, I'd be happy to take. I'd love to have Mama Mega for Womb 2. Temperance. I don't want that. Right? I'm pretty sure that's a familiar I don't actually like. And certainly not a familiar I would need at all. That's Big Chubby. Don't need that. And that's the light that shines. I think it's a passive. Just shows you where secret rooms and everything are. The miner helmet. What the hell is it called? Why am I not seeing it? Exhausting. There it is. Spelunker hat. Reveals adjacent room types. This includes revealing if you're next to a secret room or super secret room. Gives Isaac a slight glow when Curse of Darkness is activated. Alright. So there's no reason not to take it because it's a passive that actually helps us. So, there we go. And now, we'll know when we get the secret rooms. And I don't have to guess and use bombs to blow them up. Or waste bombs on the wrong spots. Huh. I don't think Jar of Flies is anything I want. So take the Soul Heart. That's funny. Even though it's way off screen, it still works. I could go in and find out what that card is. Especially with my ladder. Emperor. 2 of clubs. I might come back for the Emperor card. Wow. That hasn't happened in ages. Do I want to use my 1 key on it? Yeah, I got to. Holy crap, it's more tears and shot speed. I mean, you just can't go wrong with a screw. Everybody likes a good screw every now and then. Oh, I need to spot around for the secret room. bomb here. Temperance machine, a beggar? Isn't that like ringworm? Oh, that's right. These are actually cool tiers, but they're not going to be anywhere near as cool as these things turning and auto-tracking on something. Where's the damn secret room? Gotta be over here and up, right? Yep. Give me some keys. Mini mush? Or is that one up? That's one up and extra life. But I could re-roll that if I got 2 more charges. Which, will I get 2 charges out of the boss room? What are we on? Dank Depths 1, so it's not the mother fight, so we will get a chance to come back if I can get a charge. Probably get a charge by doing... Well, we can't do the challenge room. Or can we? No, we've done the challenge room. Okay. Oh, and I used 2 bombs without using the goddamn... Look, we're just going to use it now. Yeah, there's no other rooms to clear other than the boss. So, apart from taking pills, which I'm not going to do, we're not buying Jar of Flies. Let's go ahead and put the 14 cents in. It's a good enough run that getting rid of it for future runs is probably a good idea. Hell, I took almost that much out of it today. All right, well, hopefully the boss run will charge me up so that I can go back.
2 of clubs.
Just gonna do it now before I fucking forget. And find out I had 23 bombs and used them all and never doubled. All right, let's see. Wow. Of course you've got a brimstone laser. Damage there I didn't need to take, but Speedball's good. My thing's fully charged. And in here we get Mom's Knife and the Pact. Okay, despite the fact that everybody else loves Mom's Knife, I don't. Now, I'll get better at it. But the Pact is going to take 3 hearts to buy, but it's going to give me 2 black hearts. So it's basically spending 1 black heart to get damage and tears and everything else up. So we should do that. And I have Leviathan. Crap, do we re-roll? Or is that Sack Dagger? Did I call it Mom's Knife when it's actually Sack Dagger? No, this is Mom's Knife. The thing is, and here's where I'm torn. That's Mom's Knife. And my current tiers are pretty much stupid easy mode. And if I take Mom's Knife, Either way, everything's going to die. I like the way these tiers work. I like the continuum, and I'm not really comfortable with Mom's Knife. So let's see if we don't take it. Now the question is, do we re-roll that, or do we go back and re-roll the other thing? Well, I got guaranteed devil deals from here on out. The thing is, would I rather re-roll for a devil deal item, or would I rather re-roll in the secret room item? So I guess what I want to see are the item pool for secret room. I mean, there's a bunch of crap in there that I wouldn't take. But one of the potential items in the secret room is Mama Mega. Devil deal items, there's a bunch of stuff I could get, including Brimstone. And although Brimstone's been tuned down. But I mean, you know, I could get more damage with the mark. What's my actual Leviathan transformation get me? 2 black hearts, the ability to fly, taking any 3 items. Okay, so now I have flying. Shit. See, this is the hard part of Isaac for me. Because I could basically re-roll this to pull something from the devil deal pool. But it will, of course, cost me hearts to take it. And it might not be anything I want. On the other hand, I go back to the secret room and roll. And the thing in there that I probably would want the most is Mama Mega. Because this is a hush beating build for sure if I could get Mama Mega. So I'm going to go ahead back to the secret room and have some chance of getting Mama Mega. Oh, I have flying, so I don't need the ladder. I don't have to worry about that. It'd be nice to get like PhD or something. So we go into the secret room. We re-roll it. And the game says, fuck you. Take some cursed eye. Do I have what unlocked? Mama Mega? I would hope so. I've used it before. Thanks, game. That was really funny. All right, well. I'm not just going to randomly use bombs to try and get soul hearts and stuff. Let's go down to the next level. Welcome to your wrong night. Oh. Damn it. Weirdly, though, it's because I have goat head, so the devil deal door stays open. But we're not going to take Mom's knife. So we've got a few 4s left to even hope to get Mama Mega. We can can go in there after we get something to teleport us out. That actually didn't seem like it was doing quite as much damage as I thought it should. Granted, that was a champion, but... Alright. So we have a battery there. Don't forget about that, Matt. Chariot makes me invulnerable. Oh, we got some bombs. Not a ton of them, but a few. All right. Oh, it's Curse of the Blind. Is there anything that could pop up that could screw us? Yeah. Experimental treatment. Cursed eye again. Soy milk. All right. In that case, we're going to play the better safe than sorry of not picking up item room stuff. That means so we're not even going to need the battery because there's going to be nothing here to really re-roll. In the devil deal we could, because there's nothing bad, truly bad in the devil deal room. Or is there? What the hell was that? Where? Something popped up that I didn't see, and then I ended up Blackheart bombing the room. Should go back soon and look for soul hearts and stuff. Take that. God damn it. I didn't even see you. I just said, okay, that just cost me a nickel. You suck. Well, I shouldn't have picked that up. I should have waited until after the boss, but here we go. Oh, it's Mom. It's Mom. I don't get to come back. Okay, we can take, damn it. We don't know what this is, but we do know it's a 3-cost one. What I don't want is Eye of the Occult, so we're not taking it. Now the question is, we need to go down. So we're taking the negative, which gives us more damage, which is just redonkulous. And we'll save our Eternal Heart. What does everyone think about the horseshit with Josh Duggar? They're really not bothered to care all that much. It's not surprising. I'm just glad he's been found out. Okay. Is there a curse on this floor? No. A scarred wound. 1. Alright. So now... there we go. Don't want to pick that up. I can't pick it up, but I definitely also want to. That is a tinted rock right there. 10 bombs. I should have spent more time on the last level making sure there weren't any tinted rocks. Because I'm pretty sure this is one right here. And it is. We get the small rocks, so damage up. We're at 14.8 damage. Holy crap. I think I have most of the damage ups in the game, yeah. I don't know. What we need is, you know, some multiplicative stuff. Well, that's nice to get a key. And none of those are tinted. Damn it. One guy's just a little too fast. Where did I get a hit point up from? Oh, the Eternal Heart. Okay. Yeah, I'm not taking any pills. Nah. Thought I had flying for a second. I'm not sure if that's one or not. Not sure about any of those. All right. All right. I don't see any there. I'm doing well. How are you? Interesting room. Okay. So, false PhD. You really enjoyed the magic talk. Awesome, thank you. I was worried that people wouldn't, but okay. So false PhD. Basically, if I take the bad pills, it will identify pills, but I'll only get bad pills. And if I take the bad pills, it gives me like damage up, I think, and I think it's only damage up. But let me check. They shouldn't have called this false PhD. They should have called it diploma mill. But False PhD. Identifies all pills on pickup and converts them to their worst counterparts. Stat up becomes stat down. Any stat down pills you take give you a permanent 0.6 damage. Most other pills spawn a black heart when used, including Are You a Wizard, Amnesia, Bad Trip, Paralysis, Retrovision, and I'm Excited. +1 black heart when picked up. So I'll get a black heart right now. And a black heart for half of the bad pills and damage up for the other bad pills. So false PhD is a good candidate to take now anyway. No, I don't think I need the damage up, but I mean, what are my other options? Money is power. That's not going to be helpful at all. And Lord of the Pit, I don't need it all. But I can re-roll all of these, or I can take PhD and re-roll the other two, which is what I'm going to do. Because there's pills all over the floor. So that range down doesn't...
Range down.
It boosted my damage. Now I'm going to re-roll these two. Wow. I think one of those is sulfur. Grants the use of brimstone for the current room. If used twice in the same room, the brimstone laser becomes massive and deals 1.8 times more damage. Ocular Rift. Fired tears now have a chance to summon a rift when they land on the ground. The spawned rift sucks in enemies, projectiles, and pickups and deals damage to enemies caught inside for 2 seconds. Size of the rift scales with your tear damage. I think we have to take that. Yep. In your last episode of The Hang Up, you mentioned adding to the Magic collection. Do you mean Magic the Gathering or Magic as in a magician? Magic as in a magician, because last night was all about Magic that way. I also have Magic the Gathering stuff. I mean, there's a couple of really nice decks up there, but I haven't played Magic the Gathering in ages. When I add to the Magic collection, it's more props and tricks and books and stuff. All right. So we really need some health up. I want to look at this because I don't think this gives us health. No, that basically gives me that brimstone laser, and I'm okay without it. All right, so we have the Ocular Rift. We got one more soul heart out of this. We're doing great. So think about it for a moment. Then he mentioned magic shops, so I figured it was mostly like the tricks. All right, here we go. In the butt room. All right, we're ridiculous on damage. Yeah. There are no item rooms. Let's just do the boss. Okay, well, that was stupid easy. We'll take the hit point up for sure. We've already been in the Devil Deal room. We're going to be able to go into all of them, so we don't need that. We don't have enough to recharge it. Although we could. Right? I've still got 3-4 rooms to clear. We should recharge the D6. Let's go back. There was a trinket battery thing that just makes me... Oh, there was a battery, but it was on the secret room. I think it was on the last floor. Yeah, it was on the last floor. But we'll go back and maybe we can find the other secret room. No, you're right. There is a battery. You are right. Okay. It's right here. It's a 2-charge battery, but that should be okay. What the hell's going on in here? This was an empty room except for that? The stapler. Okay, we need to make a list of all of the just raw damage up items in the game, because they seem to all be in this run. Like, I just want to get Mama Mega now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like to bomb some tinted rocks for soul hearts as well. Just gotta wait for this dude to stick his head up or something. That's just bad. Keys and bombs. We can fly in and chariot out. Yep. Okay. Fly in, chariot out. Last check for tinted rocks. We got our thing fully charged. Oh, but we have false PhD now, right? And so all these rooms where there's pills, we need to go check them, because if they're pills that we can handle, so that's range down to give us more damage. I don't think I want to reduce my range to get damage. I found something like puberty.
Puberty.
Puberty's a nothing pill. Until you take 3 of them. All right. So the question is, do we come in here? See, that's only 1 heart to take that. How am I doing today? I'm doing really good, and it's a good run. And that's an active item. It gives me a brimstone laser in addition to my tears. It's used twice in the same room. The brimstone laser becomes massive and deals 1.8 more damage. So if you have some way of recharging that, like if you're in boss rush or something, then it gets to be huge. And using it more than twice in the same room will give a damage increase each time. Holy crap. But I think I need to re-roll it. Yeah. Okay. So that's the mark, and I'm pretty sure it's just damage. Oh no, it's damage and speed up. Okay. Are there any damage items that I don't have in this run? You guys write down the seed. You can go play it. It's Isaac, although it's normal, so 3 MMS CCPT. Holy crap. And down we go. Fully operational board cube. Nice. all is well. Enjoy the show last night. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, Enough. I did not mean to do that. All right. So I wasted a heart blowing shit up, and I got one back. These coins and nothing worth a damn. Yeah, we'll drop a bomb right there. You dropped a bomb. I don't know what that is. That's new. Is it comfy socks or something? Orphan socks. +2 soul hearts. 0.3 speed up. Allows you to walk on harmful 4 creeps without taking damage. Spikes, creeps, etc. It says doesn't do anything. Doesn't include cursed room doors or spiked rocks. But it's just a passive that gives me speed and 2 more soul hearts up. Yes, thank you. I'll take 2. Actually, I should open everything in this room because if they're actual items, I could re-roll multiples. Now there's some, oh my God, there's some big brain stuff. So we're gonna want to re-roll those. Yeah, I'm gonna want to pick up the 8 ball. Use it to get the tarot card. Other than that, it doesn't have any real use for us. So two clubs. We'll double those bombs. We'll come back and we'll re-roll. Nah, let's just take the socks. We'll re-roll other stuff. Let's see. What I'm not seeing anymore is tinted rocks. Bad trip. I'll take this. This should give me a soul heart or a black heart, maybe? Did I take damage and then it just replaced it? Oh well. I don't even care what that trinket is. The one I've got's too good. Alright, so we found the boss. This will be It Lives. We need Mama Mega. It's going to be a regular Satan run. So, we're going to clear out this floor in the hopes that in the secret rooms, which we'll start with the super secret room, we might find an item that we could re-roll in a Mama Mega. Nope. Although, if we hit the blood machine, or if we hit the beggar, and the beggar gives us an item, that might be re-rollable. Doing this the hard way, but I want to give us every chance to actually get a hush kill. Although at this point, I've wasted enough rooms looking for stuff. Could have been used to recharge the D6. And of course, you keep giving me items I don't need anymore. All right. So there's not an item in the secret room. It is now, I think, impossible for us to get Hush at all. So let's just kill it lives. Thought that was supposed to go through. Kill that other eye. Isaac. Okay, so. And we got a Krampus fight. Hey. Oh, bite me. You're not supposed to do that quick. But let's re-roll Head of Krampus to get Guppy's collar. I was hoping we could re-roll Head of Krampus into Mama Mega, or you know, into what's the damage lump of, not lump of coal. I forget what the other one is that you can get from him this damage. All right, so we're Cathedral. Why did I go up? Why did I go up? I was supposed to go down. I took the negative so we could go down. Well, it's not like we're going to unlock anything else on this run anyway, so it's just for fun now. Moldy bread? Midnight Stack's a hit point up. It was renamed from Moldy Bread. Okay. That's just a hit point up, or I could re-roll it. Let's see what else we find. Because I honestly don't think the hit points are going to be that much. But I don't know what else we could get. I don't want Linger Bean either. At least I think that's Linger Bean. Maybe that's Mega Bean. Was that Linger Bean? No, that's Mega Bean. That's the Gigafart thing that's an activated item. I know we're not going to unlock anything, and I'm just doing this for fun, but I got to stop taking dumb damage. Hermit goes to the store, and there's no more stores, so hooray. Good job, game. You have successfully trolled. All right, let's go back and re-roll that again. good. Is that high fire mind? It's hot bombs. Gives me bombs, grants me fire immunity. Okay, we'll take that. There goes the unlocks. We're not making any progress on unlocks, but we've got an amazing run here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to unlock anything with it because it took too long, and I didn't get a Mama Mega. But it's not often I sit around with 17.5 damage and all the goodies to go with it. That's right, I'm fire immune. Shot speed down for a damage up? I don't think so. I'll just take that free soul heart then. Hey, look, we found Isaac. How the hell do I take damage from? Good game. Wait, I was playing on hard mode and I didn't have this done? Okay, so we did an unlock, but that's not the unlock I was expecting. God damn it. So the problem was, I took the negative, thinking I was going down to get a Satan kill for free. I'm guessing if I put the seed back in, or any seed, I'm not going to be able to unlock stuff with a seeded run, right? Or does that unlock stuff? Can't get unlocks on a seed, correct, okay. Well, so we got a little something right there. That's pretty good. 640. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Maybe I'll get a bunch of good stuff again. I started off with Magic Mushroom. What are we starting off this time? Transcendence? I think that's the correct name for that, but I don't know what it was. Is it like homing tears or something? Oh, it's an active item. Causes all enemy tears to be held in place and then thrown back away from Isaac for 3 seconds. Or from this item will repel nearby enemies. Added as part of action. I don't want it. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Unicorn horn? Let's see. Okay. If the secret room is on the other side of the room. Come on. I'm not going to use the bomb here yet, but it's very likely the secret room is there. And if it is, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get a key with no stones. Leave no stone unturned. Damn it, I slid down in there. I moved too quick. This run's already not as good as the previous one. Store? Anything? Oh, all right. So we got. Oh, bullshit. You shouldn't fire that fast. All right. Sure you've heard mentioned before, but I forgot what class of ship did you serve on in the Navy? I went down a YouTube rabbit hole over the weekend watching videos of life aboard naval vessels. There's something I find fascinating about that. I was on the USS Theodore Roosevelt CVN-71, which is a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, and then I worked with the Seabees at FIB-CB2 and was on a lot of small boats, but not the only ship that I was on was the Roosevelt. So move 37. All right, let's continue. Oops. Let's try not to run into the damn spikes. Let's be smarter and not shoot the thing that can't get to us and let it out. Gosh, I might just fucking R-key this one. Still not enough to get to either one of those. See what happens. Let's see if I was right or not. I was. And I got bombs for it. Why'd that heart run away from me? Yeah, we're not gambling away our only 6 coins. I need 3 more rooms to be able to re-roll this. I get 2 from the boss. There are no more rooms to do. Well, I guess we do the boss. Oh, you fired in a different pattern? Okay, that was bad. I thought the bomb would stop him because I didn't remember that he was actually flying. All right, burning basement. Let's try it again. Damage is wimpy now. Yes. Yes, I no longer have 17 damage or whatever it was. All right. So, not great. Damage I shouldn't have taken. I shouldn't have picked up that heart, because why take a whole heart to replace a half? Sometimes you should just take the 1 win and go play Geoguessr. Well, the big win, I screwed up because I went up instead of down. If I'd have gone down, we would have unlocked 2 things on hard mode instead of 1. Recently, I've been watching a new series on Netflix called Sons of Sam. Very, very interesting stuff. No spoilers for me. A new take on an old story, but suffice to say, it made me stand up and listen. Well worth a watch and find that sort of thing. I started watching it, but I fell asleep. And my prediction, and don't answer this, is I suspect that this is a conspiracy theory that has been put together in a documentary to be as compelling as possible while leaving out a lot of information, which Netflix is famous for. I remember everybody was telling me about what's the Washington, D.C. group where they did the documentary on him, and it wasn't any big deal. Like, they're not even doing anything illegal. Oh, it's a mysterious cabal, blah, blah, blah. Do you also play adventure games like Monkey Island or something? Not really. I've played Secret of Monkey Island, but I don't really play that much. All right, so we don't have enough for anything, including the compass. And I don't think I like the compass that much. I think I would probably rather get a battery charge and we can re-roll something twice. Oh, I slid out of the way and slid right back into it. Jesus Christ, would you hit him? Right, at least this time we're not going to take a full heart for half hearts of damage. It's actually not that. Give it a watch. One episode's all you need. All right, well, I'll try and stay awake through it. And those guys fire so fucking fast. Oh, great. So, gosh, one more room to recharge this? Still no coin. Oh, and I'm not going to get the recharge. All right, we'll drop a bomb to get a bomb and a coin. And spiders. So really, there's nothing else in here? Skip a room somewhere that would have made this really an awesome... All right. All right, so I got my charge and a bunch of coins. So that curse room was worth it. I need to figure out what that thing is. That's missing page. When taking damage, Isaac has a chance to deal damage to the entire room in a Necronomicon style. The chance to deal damage is affected by your luck stat. And at 50 or more luck, it'll activate 50% of the time. So it's really fucking rare that this thing is going to go off. But it's a trinket that does not hurt me. So we take the trinket, take some damage. And it did the effect. It did the effect when I took damage getting out of that. Oh my god. All right. So now we come over here. And we've already taken the deck of cards. Hang on. This may be cool. Oh, no. I was about to do a real big brain thing, and then I didn't. Because I was like, if I go get the deck of cards, I can come in here, buy the battery, get one more card out of it, and then put it back and re-roll it, and then re-roll it again. But I can only re-roll it one more time after that. And to do all that for a card that would only be worth 5 is not worth it. So, we go back and we're going to re-roll this and potentially re-roll it twice. So we roll it now. And I don't know what the hell that is. It's also narrated by Paul Giamatti. Yeah, I know. I told you. I started watching it and fell asleep. Let's see. That is Lodestone. Tears now have a chance to cause enemies to be magnetized. Magnetized enemies attract other enemies. Tears, including Isaac's and enemy projectiles, cause them to be pulled towards you. I've had this before. It's a great passive to get. I just didn't remember it. So we'll take it. And now we come back up here. Refresh our health. We will take the battery, and we don't have enough to take the compass. And I don't want to re-roll this room. We're not going to get a devil deal, but we will get an end boss item. So, wow, it's already 5 minutes into the first one. Everything gets stuck on the other side of the room. Yeah, I bet. See what the card is. Strength. Okay. So weird to not have flying again. Aw. It's doing so good too, and then I moved just a little bit the wrong way. The question is, little Steven, do I take him? He fires homing tears. He's got a high chance to try. Okay, counts as one of 3 familiars toward conjoined. I don't see any reason not to take him. On the other hand, I could re-roll it. I think the homing tears are good enough. I'll take him. We go on down. It's a little random, but what's your take on Lovecraft in terms of separating the artwork from the author? I like Lovecraftian style horror stuff, but I've never read Lovecraft. And while I've loved playing like Cthulhu games and stuff like that, and yes, I know he was an awful human being. It's not like I'm giving him money or contributing anything to him. It's a little different when somebody's like, you know, dead. It would be different if, like, I don't plan to buy any more books from J.K. Rowling. I won't impact her wealth at all, but I'm not going to be giving her any more of my money, no matter how good the next book is, because that's contributing to her. On the other hand, after she's dead, if there were several good books, I'd have no problem picking them up, or picking them up at a half-price bookstore. But I never got into reading Lovecraft, so... Oh, I started shooting as if I still had 17 damage and Continuum and Transcendent or Spectral Tears and... I don't even have the ability to find out what that pill is. I don't have fake PhD anymore. Is that Explosivo? Tears now have a random chance to become sticky bombs, which will attach to an enemy and explode after a few seconds. The bomb explosion deals your tear damage times 60. Explosive tears now deal damage upon him. The only thing that I think is dangerous is that shit can blow up next to me. So I like it, but I'm going to re-roll it. Little Bremy. Yeah, all right. I don't know how I didn't take damage there. I was trying to use the little brimstone as if it was actual brimstone, and please revisit Outer Wilds. Why? I mean, there's few things that are more annoying than someone coming in while I'm playing a game that I enjoy, telling me to go play a different game. Why don't you go play Outer Wilds? Hello. For today's rational take on the topic, Lovecraft doesn't been any great horse since he's dead. I can acknowledge it. Yeah. Thinking about firing two different things is a little confusing on occasion. Getting Bremy right where I need him to be is not always the easiest thing to do. Yeah, we don't need to take the little baggie. We don't need to take jar of flies. Yeah. On the JKR front, I started collecting Lego over this pandemic, and I made the decision not buy any Harry Potter sets after she doubled down on her transfer Twitter runs. Yeah, not giving her any money. Yeah. I actually started thinking about getting back into Lego stuff. You know, I haven't messed with Lego since I was a kid, but. So yeah, it's funny what comes in. My biggest thing is that I remember playing with Legos when I was a kid, and it was all build whatever you want, and you just had bags and boxes and boxes of Legos, and that's what I always loved. And now it's like when you go like even to the Lego store, it's here's all these individual projects that are ridiculously expensive, for something that you're going to make and probably just leave sitting there once, as opposed to let me get all the bricks and I'll make whatever the fuck I want. Do you play Outer Wilds? Was eager to see your reaction to the next part of the game. Not asking you to play it right now. It's fine. I don't know if I'll get back to it again, but as everyone's so fascinated about Harry Potter, she literally stole all the stories and plots from Greek mythology. Even some characters are the same. You're oversimplifying. And I saw the first movie that came out and loved it and immediately went and bought all the books and read all the books and read all the rest of the books on day one when it came out. She is a great author. All the stories have been retold. There's no new stories. But if you just dismiss her as just like, oh, well, we'll just steal from the Greek mythology. Well, whoop de fucking do. Yeah, what major thing are you watching now that isn't stolen from stuff like that? Read all the books? What a nerd. You bet your ass. Agree to disagree then. Well, now you've uttered the ultimate phrase that I absolutely despise. Because agree to disagree suggests that one of us that there's no way to tell which one of us is right. And as the one person between the two of us that have actually read it, and the fact that she sold millions of copies, the fact that you don't get why people like it is irrelevant. So you can agree to disagree all day long, but you're wrong, like objectively wrong. Thanks for following. Actually read the whole stuff about Greek mythology. Yeah, you haven't read the books from J.K. Rowling. So, but anyway, I'm not going to keep going. Feel free to think you're superior for shitting on what other people like. All right. Let's head on down. Ease on down the road. I think that's like the one-use card thing that's calls in mom to stomp on people. It's like a high priestess card type thing. Emergency contact when used would cause two of mom's hand to come down and grab a random enemy. Ah, that's all right. I used to like you, Matt, but you've got a smug, lousy attitude. Okay. You've posted 5 messages in the entire time in the chat. Where you say you love my debate with Jay Dyer. You wish I'd push Dyer more. And now you're here to say that you used to like me, but I've got a smug, lousy attitude. Would you like to, I don't know, make that somewhat constructive? Would you care to expand on it? Or did you just come in here? Did you take time out of your busy day to come into my Twitch gaming channel to tell me that you used to like me, but you don't now? Without saying, you know, how or why or defending the position or anything else? I mean, what's the smug, lousy attitude? Where was I smug? And what's the bad attitude? You know, if you're just going to come in and make accusations against me that you're not going to defend, you don't have to be here. But if you'd like to defend him or, I don't know, say anything that might be useful, I'm here to listen. No, you didn't just explain why you didn't like Harry Potter. You started by saying you don't understand why people like Harry Potter. That's different from saying I don't like Harry Potter. Jen, are you going to answer? I mean, can there be anything much more smug or a lousier attitude than just coming in to say shit and then not defending it or expanding on it? How do you expect somebody to get better? Maybe she's taking some time to write an answer. That's true. I realize not everybody types particularly fast. I'll give her a couple minutes to maybe write it down. Yeah, we'll take that. Does Aaron Ross stream too? I have no idea. Wow. So, looks like we're probably going to get conjoined. The hell kind of swooping shit is that? What is that? You're supposed to be... This is the weirdest movement ever with that. That is so weird. All right, so we got Jesus Deuce. So that's damage up. That's pretty good. We've recharged our thing. Jen, are you still here? Are you planning on saying anything? I don't know how you can come in here and just say, hey, I've got a smug, shitty attitude and you used to like me, and then offer nothing else. I mean, what did I do wrong in your opinion? What thing did I do that was smug? I mean, you caught me here when I'm gaming and I'm in a good mood. Oh, she made one chat comment and immediately left, so she probably didn't even hear it. She just desperately needed me to know that Jen Psaki, clearly a made-up name, an account created in February of 2021, doesn't like me anymore. Someone I don't know, have never met, have no real interactions with. Okay, well, I'll just ban it. Make it easy. I used to like you too. I still like you, but I used to. Yeah, thanks. That's pretty much a joke stolen from Mitch Hedberg. Yeah, you don't see Jen on the viewer list now, but isn't Jen Psaki the press secretary? Yes. That's why I said obviously fake name. So I'm pretty sure the press secretary for the White House has better things to do than to come into my Twitch channel and tell me how much they don't like me. All right, so I have the ability to reroll. You're playing Luck Be a Landlord. I haven't played that in a couple weeks. lost its luster. I don't need the key or the coin enough to risk taking damage. Wait, did it let me pick up that heart? It did, because I took damage during the fight. Oh my god, no secret door in either one of those? So the regular secret room can't be there. Can't be there. Screw it. I took more damage? Why am I taking damage? Let's see. Hey Matt, have you noticed if your approach to taking calls on XP has changed over the years? I've been listening to a few clips of the very old XP, and it feels like you guys gave callers much more time to ramble and dig themselves a hole. Yes. I got a nice big update. I will just let you find out what it is whenever you may play it again. Oh, Luck Be a Landlord, got it. A difference in opinion should not the automatic reason to dislike somebody. Personally, I really like, even though there are plenty of stuff that we disagree upon. Did somebody say they disliked you? Missed the word. Sorry. A difference in opinion should not. I don't know what you're talking about, Marcus Doc. If it's your shitty opinion that, well, you've been timed out 6 times and banned once. Pretty sure it's not just because of a difference of opinion. So, we take the Satanic Bible. We take the Bible. Then we re-roll them. We take this for Bookworm. Take the Book of Revelations, which isn't. I don't know if if the creator did that to troll us or what. But in the Bible, the book is Revelation, not Revelations, but everybody gets it wrong. So I don't know if this is just another example of somebody getting it wrong, or if he intentionally got it wrong as like the meta troll. I've been getting some atheist TikTok videos of people on a TV show. It took me way to realize that it was you in those videos. Not sure how many years ago, but it was cool to see Bisfin show. Yeah, I'm a little irritated that evidently there's people who are making lots of money off TikTok by using my content. So, but I don't know how to shut that down. All right. So we got Bookworm and a couple souls at it. Is there any plan to open the library soon? No. There's discussions about it, but part of the problem is we need to get to 80% herd immunity in order for CDC guidelines to be there. And holy shit. And we've also just seen reports that we may not ever get to 80% herd immunity. But there was a committee on reopening the building. And nope, no decision to be made. We're still in the middle of the pandemic. When we're no longer having to worry about convincing people to get vaccinated. Jesus, would you... So little Brimmy, this sucks. I have to be pushing fire to charge little Brimmy. So sorry to hear that. Do you want me to email anyone the TikTok users? Nah. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. And probably some of them are using really, really old clips that are in, like, public domain. So, and it's just not worth it to go hunt that down. It's just frustrating when you spend your life working towards something and then somebody else profits from it, you know, when you went without health care. Damn it. God, it was annoying. Yeah, then they wouldn't find the new me that people used to like but don't now. Whatever. I gotta pretty much ignore a little brimstone. Hang on. I don't think I've seen that. Free lemonade. Upon use, spawns a giant puddle of lemonade that deals 6 damage per tick to any or to enemies which come in contact with a similar effect to lemon party pill. Okay, so it's a carry around instant lemon party. Spacula. That's wild. All right, hang on then. What is it called? Man, I'm having such difficulty finding things today on Platinum God. I think part of the problem is I'm trying to find it too quickly and letting my eyes glaze over stuff and then go, no, it's not there. It must be the next one. Oh my God. It's about the same color as Sack of Pennies, so I don't know why it doesn't appear right next to Sack of Pennies, but... Oh, this is so weird. Is it one of those where the graphic is sized differently so it just looks strange here? This is nuts. There it is, scapular. I knew it was good. So, yeah, once per room. I lost it. If I get down to my last half soul heart, or at regular heart, it gives me a soul heart. Although I guess if I'm down to my last heart, it would never be able to activate, right? Scapular won't grant its soul heart if the player is attempting to proc it with certain heart donation machines, such as IV bag. Aha. There we go. Let's see. How do you feel about countries waiving intellectual property rights in the vaccine? I kind of like the notion that there wouldn't be intellectual property rights on vaccine stopping a world pandemic. Let me catch up. Search on AstraZeneca. Yes. I was such a loser several days ago. You told me you'd like to have a conversation with Sasha Grey, and I went immediately through my Rolodex to find somebody who knows her. And the only one I found is a person that you dislike probably even more than me, so failure is obviously my middle name. Well, if I wanted to go talk to her, I'd just go talk to her. But you have a Rolodex with somebody who knows her, but I know that person and dislike them? What a weird thing. The only Sasha Grey I know is an adult. That's the one we're talking about. I have lots of friends who are porn stars and sex workers. AIU. I barely know anything about him other than he's garbage. Or has repeatedly expressed garbage views. Damn it. I tried to attack atheist experience and stuff, but yeah. He's garbage. It's happening. I'm just not liking little Brimmy. I mean, for stuff like this, it's great. All right, we'll take it. And we're gonna bomb this shit so we can buy that soul heart. Atheism is unstoppable is the kangaroo head. So another fucking anonymous jackhole shitting on people from afar and taking no responsibility for the words they say. I don't mind people who are using a pseudonym and public about it, but the people who are just flat out hiding. It's one thing to be anonymous when you're expressing, decent views that would wrongly find you in trouble or whatever else, but if you're just taking pot shots at people, yeah, go fuck yourself. You're not that impressive. What am I missing? One thing is I stopped really looking for secret rooms, and I shouldn't do that. I should continue to find all the secret rooms. If I may. All right, let's head up. And I'm already tired of this run. We're like 19 minutes into, nothing has happened. Nowhere near as good as the last run. So, ball of bandages, but why is ball of bandages... Oh, it's a devil deal-like item now. All right, let's see what's in here. All right, so Ouija board is good because it gives us spectral tears. Baby's not bad. I think I re-rolled both of them. Yeah. So we'll take the ocular rift. We're not going to need the shovel. I don't want to take ball of bandages because it's going to cost me health. We do have bomb soda to get soul hearts. Let me look around here and see, because was there a battery? So we'll double check for soul hearts and a battery. No battery. And no real soul hearts. Yeah, you made an IMDb page for their YouTube videos. I'm not quite sure what the problem is with that, but also I don't know how you would confirm that they are the ones that made the page. But hey, Drew, thank you so much. Good to have cool people hanging out. Be careful, though. There's somebody named Jen who doesn't like me anymore. Although, it's probably not her name. Since she adopted a version of the White House press secretary's name, but yeah. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to get anywhere near enough charge. Yeah, we're not going in there. And if I don't find any... All that, and I don't think there's a single tinted rock in here. It's a lot to go through and get nothing out of it. Hey, Drew, thank you so much for gifting the subs to everybody. Y'all got subs. If only you'd have done it while Jen was in here. She could have got a sub right before I banned her. That's funny. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated, Drew. I'm glad it happened on a day where I want to run. And then got nothing of use so far in the next run, but you know. Fight it out how you can. Yep, we're not taking the bandages. There's the Lost. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for the arcade. Really sick of taking bad damage. I am pretty sure that even though I can't see the map from the shapes of rooms, I think that's the secret. Yep. Pretty good. I can't do that very often, but sometimes it's a little more obvious than others. Without flying, no items being in this room, it's not worth wasting a bomb and a key to get a bag that's probably only going to give me maybe a bomb or a key. Chest's not that good either. Thank you for unbanning me. That was Dargendorp. But there you go. All right, so we get a soul heart. That's nice. A couple bombs. That's nice. Coin. Strength card. Not worth as much as the bomb as the emergency contact. Without PhD, there's no point in getting that. Let's check the item room. Oh, hell no. We'll reroll that right away. We get Continuum again. All right. See, Ben's starting to go more into historian scholars' observation of reality versus Bible stuff. Just now realized that most pastors I've seen don't actually research or learn anything outside the Bible, despite spending time. Oh yeah. They don't need to know anything outside the Bible. When you've convinced them that this is the book that is the perfect guide to your life and tells you everything that God wants you to know, God wouldn't have left anything out. Why would you need to read another book? It's like one of my favorite comments ever was when somebody was like, have you ever read the Bible? And they replied with, have you ever read anything else? All right, so half price. Do we? Oh, we have Steam sale. So the map. Agnostic is an adjective that describes whether or not you know something. But if I ask if you believe something and you say you're agnostic, then you haven't answered the question, because Gnosticism and agnosticism address knowledge, not belief. Knowledge is a subset of belief. What was I looking up? Oh, that's right. Treasure map reveals the entire map for every floor except the secret room locations. Does not show the icons for unexplored rooms. Can still help you to guess which direction the boss room is due to the fact. So it's not good enough. So it's probably better if I re-roll this room to get a half price thing. So I need, what, 3 more to be able to re-roll this room? I don't take issue with the term agnostic. I don't take issue with terms. So, yeah, really strange. Let's see. All right, one more room. We'll get this. All right, now let's go back and re-roll it. Hello, tax cut. Starter deck. Yes, as a matter of fact, I will take 2 prayers for the lost. I don't want to touch the red chest just yet, just because it might teleport me to the devil deal. Screw it. All right. That's one possible thing that could have happened, and I didn't want to get there. Oh. If I use a world card while there's
The world.
Curse of the Lost on there, is that... Hang on. Was I able to hold 2 things? I am. When did I get... Starter deck lets me do that. Okay. Now I got to be careful. Make sure I'm swapped to the right one. And now it may be different because I've got so many bombs. I'll waste 1 key in the hopes of getting a couple. Nope. It was a troll bomb. Good job, game. You caught me out of a bomb and a key. For nothing. Yeah. We'll check the arcade. We're not doing either one of those. Oh, but that's the charge vendor, dude. All right. I need one more. All right, cool. Is that a Tylenol capsule for some? Well, there are pills, not name brand pills, and they change and are randomized in each different run. I'm gonna waste a bomb to get one more key. So what was still for sale? Just a heart, a card. Yeah, so nothing there to reroll. Because we took starter deck, and I forgot it was passive. Let's see. I debated a Christian friend who wondered why I called myself an atheist instead of just saying I don't know. When most of us say we don't know, I'll happily just say that. Yeah. But atheist doesn't mean that I'm sure there's no God or even that I'm convinced there's no God. Atheist is just the position of not being convinced there is a God. You're either a theist or a non-theist. If you don't want to call non-theism and atheism the same, it still has nothing to do with where agnosticism fits in there. All right. Now my thumb's starting to hurt, and it's getting closer to time where I should be ordering some dinner. So after this boss fight, I'm gonna get on my phone, order some foods. Empress, that's a funny game. Oh, I can't pick that up anyway. So I have a mom card, and I have an Empress card. So I have two things that can do damage. Wow. Here I was thinking, oh, it's not worth it to take damage for that, but you can do that. Now all of a sudden, you get most of them. So I got 7 coins for a bomb. Control bomb. Super secret right here. We'll try it. I guess it's possible it could be here. I got the bombs. Why not? What? No, Geoguessr today. Too bad, but still a great show. We might do Geoguessr. I just said I needed to order food. Didn't say anything about not doing Geoguessr. Points and shot speed up. Let's see what the devil deal is. Well, all right. So false PhD. You know what? I like false PhD. We'll take it again. It'll get us some damage. I wish I could see the map. Oh, it dropped cracked die. Why would false PhD drop a cracked die? So one-time use of the D6 and D20 effects at the same time. Shit, and I don't remember D20. Randomize all pickups and all chests in the room. So the cracked die for a room does rerolls everything. Pickups and pedestal items. So we'll take that over the Empress. And I want to go back and look for pills. Finding pills. Secret room's right here. I'm almost positive. Wow. I'm in the super secret room. But yeah. All right. So. See what we can find with the pills. I'm a deist, if I understand the term right. Basically, I believe that there is some greater power that created the universe is far beyond our scope of understanding, and it's useless to attach a particular doctrine or belief to explain the force. Problem with deism is that you're claiming to believe something that is unbelievable. You're claiming to have detected the undetectable, because a deistic God, by definition, does not interact with reality in any detectable way. So you are just believing in something that you know nothing about, you don't know its properties, and you have no way of detecting it. Deism, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, deism is one of the most boneheadedly ridiculous ideas ever. And quite often, it's people who are like, well, I'm terrified to say that there's nothing. Well, you don't have to say that there's nothing, but you shouldn't believe in something unless you have good evidence for it. And to say, oh, I believe that there's something out there that's more powerful than us, that's a bunch of bullshit. That is a bunch of just, let me put words on stuff. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't add anything. It's a way of making sure that you don't fit into you're not identified with the group of us who are like, yeah, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're entitled to believe as your conscience dictates. But a deistic God is definitionally undetectable. And therefore, it cannot be rational to believe in a deistic God. Now, if you aren't concerned at all about whether or not your beliefs are rational, cool. That's fine. I mean, it's not cool, but I mean, like I said, it's your prerogative to believe as your conscience dictates. I could have swore there was a pill on this floor. Was it in the arcade? No. You can do bang commands, tax cut. You can listen to Matt speak all day. Well, no, you can't, because I'm not going to speak all day. But that, I appreciate the compliment. I'm just having fun. All right. I guess I was wrong about the pill. You have starter decks, so no more pills anymore. Holy shit, you're right. Why did I take fake PhD? That explains why there's a world card there where there didn't used to be a world card. Oh, man. Taking false PhD was a bad idea. I mean, it's not going to mess up my game or anything. In that case, I mean, we've got the cracked die and nothing to use it on, really. Let's just go on down to the next floor. There must be some deist light types that have a vague notion of a higher power that might enact some sort of fate. So a god concept without official religious doctrine. If this isn't deist, what is that called? What does it mean to have a vague notion of a higher power that might enact some sort of fate? There's nothing in there that is substantive and supported by evidence. So if you say, I believe, I have a vague notion that there's a higher power that might enact some sort of life, cool. When you demonstrate that this is something that is real or believable or reasonable or has evidence for it, then I'll agree with you. Until then, what's the use in pointing out that you believe there might be something? Well, fuck, I believe I might win the lottery. But that's different from saying I believe I will win the lottery. No, that's not true, Marcus Stock. There was 2 sets of 10 commandments because he broke the thing and he had to go back up and get it again, but there's 617 or 613. commandments. All right. Oh, it's Curse of the Blind. You know, at this point, I don't care. Let's find out. So I have PhD, and I have PhD, I have false PhD, and I have starter deck. What a waste. If I'd have seen it was PhD, I would have re-rolled it. Okay, so the movie was wrong. What movie was wrong? Are you talking about a comedy? Wasn't there like a Mel Brooks comedy or something? It was like, oh, I have these 10 commandments. That's like history of the world. Yeah. Yeah. Stop thinking comedies are accurately representing stuff. Okay, that's not the lockpick one. That is hairpin. Fully recharge your active item once at the start of each boss fight. That's nice. And probably better than a really low likelihood missing page. Yeah, let's put that on. Without the starter deck, how does PhD interact with false PhD? I don't know. I don't believe this. I was just wondering how the concept differed from deism. Well, so a deistic god traditionally is a god that started off or serves as the origin or founding of the universe, but does not interact with the universe in any detectable way. If you believe well, first of all, that's the least God you could possibly believe in, a non-interventionist creator. The problem is whether or not that God exists is functionally identical from our perspective. So if that God exists, we won't know anything about it. And if a God doesn't exist, we will have exactly the same knowledge. So that proposition is useless, the deistic proposition. The other thing where we get further is if you believe, and I'm trying to get to your question, Vasilis, if you believe that there's some God that does intervene a little bit, well, now you have something that's potentially detectable, but now you would have to show, as Dargendorf was pointing out, what is the testable criteria for that God? What is the thing that demonstrates that it's true? How can we test to figure out whether or not it's true? And so far, every God that has been presented that has testable characteristics has failed to live up to the test. And for the untestable characteristics, those are just ways of dodging the issue. So in the entire history of humanity, of all the gods that have been proposed and investigated and believed in, not one of them has presented the evidence to justify the testable portion of their definition. If you live in that world and you look at the thousands of years that people have been proposing gods and believing in gods, and if all of them have either been unreasonable, non-demonstrable, or flat out wrong, what's the likelihood that any particular God exists? This is why philosophers are trying to run down a rabbit hole of saying, God is a necessary being. Well, no, that's a necessary based on a presumption of yours that you can't actually demonstrate. But anyway, serious this time, would you prefer to know how the universe started or how life started? I don't think there's one that's more valuable than the other. I suppose how the universe started. That seems to me to be a slightly bigger question. I mean, we at least know some things about what is sort of possible with abiogenesis and what's not, but Yeah, I think I'd go with that. All right, where are we at? Where are you at, Haas? Right here. Okay, so there's a half-price store item. We got to take it because this is not a great run. So pay to play, money talks. This thing's giving me another cracked die. Watch Atheist Experience 602. How strange that somebody's in here who knows a particular episode number and what it may or may not reference. I mean, it's cool. Must be an episode of something significant to have it. It's tracing the dice. Ah, thank you. Thanks, Northern Spike. I was like, yeah, it has to be something. I have no rational evidence to prove or disprove my belief in a deist power. I think calling it God puts too much human personality in it. It's just what I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but my beliefs affect no one. You're actually wrong, Fuffy Scrimshaw, because it does matter what you believe, because your beliefs inform your actions, and your actions have consequences for yourself and others. Plus, if you are willingly saying, I'm willing to believe something for which I have no rational evidence, how do you stay consistent? How do you avoid believing other things for which you have no rational evidence? Like, what's to keep you from believing vaccines cause autism? What's to keep you from believing the government is out to kill you? What's to keep you from believing that brown people are superior to white people? What's to keep you from believing anything the second you say, I'm willing to accept something for which I have no rational evidence? You are admitting that you don't care about the truth. And the second you allow your brain to stop caring about the truth, you risk believing false things. And that is dangerous for you and for everybody around you. This is why rational thought is so important. When you're just like, this is just what I believe, it's not a big deal. Well, when you can convince people to believe absurdities, you can get them to commit atrocities. That's Voltaire. I didn't say that. I appreciate the thought. And hey, you're going to believe whatever you're going to believe. But I'm not me if I don't point out that problem. 53109 was the day when you first uttered something I'll never let you forget. To be fair, it's because I made a meme with a screenshot that shows the date timestamp. Yep, no, you're done. Episode number, it's the last one I watched. My favorite clip of all time is a caller that asks why extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence and ends up with her screaming and hanging up. Yeah, and actually I did a video about extraordinary claims requiring extraordinary evidence because that's not completely true. Oh, God, the Mafia boss one. Yeah. Wow. I was not expecting that dive. That was silly of me. Because I know they do that. So the short version of the correction to extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. You could argue all claims require exactly the same amount of evidence. The problem is that it's this much, and when something is ordinary, we already know that much. I mean, that amount of evidence already exists for anything that's ordinary. Whereas for something extraordinary, you might need all of the evidence. Like, for example, let's say you needed 10 points of evidence to have a rational belief in something. An ordinary claim is something where we already have 9 or 10 points of evidence. An extraordinary claim is something where you may not have 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. And so that's why you say extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. But the truth is, a claim requires evidence supporting for it. And extraordinary claims are the ones that live outside of the bulk of human experience that we would consider evidence. If somebody tells me, hey, I got a new kitty last night. Well, I know people have kittens as pets, and I know people get them all the time, and there's nothing extraordinary about it other than you got one. But if you say, hey, I found a fire-breathing dragon last night, well, that's very different. Or Carl Sagan's invisible dragon in the garage type thing. God can't be proven, duh. Atheists have zero evidence as well. Watch 2 episodes of AXP and you've seen them all. Well, I don't have to present evidence because the job isn't to prove that gods don't exist. And plus, when you say God can't be proven, duh, well, that depends on your definition of God. But at a minimum, you have to then acknowledge that if you're willing to say God can't be proven, then you shouldn't believe it. You can't rationally believe something that can't be demonstrated. And so atheism, when you're like, atheists don't have proof either, you misunderstand what atheism is. Atheism is the state of not being convinced that a God exists. That's it. I don't have a burden of proof. I don't have to present any proof. That's like saying, all those people who don't believe in Bigfoot, they can't prove he's not real. Yeah. And it doesn't matter at all, because until you prove that Bigfoot is real, you don't have a rational belief. I like the one call from 2008 or so where a woman tried to convince Jeff D that an angel put air in her tire. Wow. That's why it's belief and or faith. Duh. Is that all you're good for? 502 is just to spit half-assed comments and say duh after them? It's not belief and or faith. Belief, it means you accept a proposition is true. You can believe things for good reasons or bad reasons. Faith is a bad reason because there's nothing you can't believe on faith. Faith is the excuse people give for a belief when they don't have a good reason. Because if you have a belief supported by a good reason, you offer the good reason. To me, the universe looks like I would imagine a black hole from the inside. Well, take it up with Disney. How you imagine a black hole from the inside is kind of irrelevant. Vesalius, thanks for the reply. I guess what I've heard from so-called secular people when discussing something like how did the universe begin, they fall back on saying something like it could be a higher power. These people, who are not religious and in lay terms would call themselves atheists, often with little scientific education. So they just can't see that the unfathomable aspects of the universe will be answered by human thinking. Well, the thing is, for anything we don't have an answer for, the answer is, I don't know. I just realized you're streaming during secular sexuality. Ah, fuck, I completely forgot. Belief means something you think is true, and true things in accordance with reality. Kind of. Actually, I have a suspicion that we can't know the full nature of the universe. Always two hosts versus one caller, and they're smug as well. Of course, they always win because, as far as we know, we can't prove God's existence. Okay? It's not always two hosts versus one caller. I've done the show by myself. I've done lots of shows by myself. I'm doing one right now where you are making arguments against the atheist experience, and you are winding up looking incredibly foolish because you're talking out of your ass and ending it with duh. Of course, the atheist experience side is always going to win, although I don't look at it as winning because my goal isn't to sit there and just say, nope, I don't believe in God. Nope, I don't believe in God. My goal is to educate the people who do believe in God on why they don't have a good reason. Anything else you want to take me to task on, 502, while you're here? Because I'll sit here and correct shit just all the way up until I get bored. Yeah, if any of you would, hop over and give secular sexuality a view. I forgot that I was streaming. I do want to finish this run, though, but I also need to order food, and I need to order that food now. Because things are going to close soon. How about a big Philly cheesesteak? Let's do that. Chili Philly cheesesteak with fries. Probably shouldn't, but I will. Excuse me, rude, no respect. What are you talking about? 502? You have to speak in complete thoughts. You can't just say, excuse me, rude, no respect, right after I say I'm ordering a Philly cheesesteak. 455? I don't know what 455 means. Is that code for something? Did I miss out on it? Or did you just reach a point where, oh, you're talking out of my ass? So you use 455 because you're not grown up enough to actually type ass on your own? I don't need children in here. So if you're a child that, because I don't want your parents getting a hold of me. So either you can explain what you thought was rude, or you can make your next ridiculous assertion that I will then debunk. Open a theme park called Dillahunty Land. Yes, I saw that. That's a nice person compared to an average person. All right. Well, thanks. All right. So it's him trying to get around the profanity filter. There's not a profanity filter, is there? Yeah, I don't see a profanity filter. So I think 5022 was maybe having a breakdown. I'm the immature one, yeah, after you use such language. Oh, yes. See, that's the thing, 502, is that you think there's something about what language is used that demonstrates maturity. But that's because you're a child. Okay? The type of language that's used, matter of fact, the people who use profanity tend to be more mature and more intelligent generally. But I don't care about if you're going to come in and your argument is just going to be, Matt uses foul language, well, go fuck yourself, because I enjoy using fucking language like that, because sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's necessary. But mostly I do it so the puritanical little children will complain and think that they've won something, when the truth is they don't have a strong mind and an ability to defend the positions that they're asserting. Let's go back to the topic, God. How about I talk about whatever fucking topic I want to in my chat room, and you can either make your next claim, or you can piss off. How about that? Does that work for you? Instead of you talking about how I use foul language, are we going to cry a little bit because Matt used foul language? Okay, so go back. Why would we go back to the topic of God when you've already agreed from the very beginning, that you can't prove God? Well, if you can't prove God, then my only question is, do you believe in a God? And if you believe in a God that you can't have a good reason for, why aren't you upset with yourself for being an irrational buffoon? Just kidding. I actually have some respect for you. Debating religion itself is valuable. Oh, you're just kidding? Which means you're fucking trolling, which means now you're banned. Bye. All right. So how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Binding of Isaac while Matt waits on his sandwich. I'm just kidding. I really like you. Well, I don't really like you at all. What am I taking damage from? I took damage from 2 different things. Yes, Oompa Loompas should come out and sing every time they walk off. Matter of fact, I'll work on making some graphics that specifically have some Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompa Doompity Doo. I've got another riddle for you. Yeah, we're not. I'm way too slow. I'm never going to get a damn hush kill. I'm gonna have to rely on the Mama Mega stuff for hush kills. Yeah, I'm really not liking Little Brimstone now that much. Oh wait, I'm not checking for soul hearts here. Or for tinted rugs. Yeah, I would have to start skipping rooms, but I don't know enough about the game, so for me, and I probably die more because it's always a full clear for me. I don't like going through that room. I don't like going through this room either. especially since I'm not going to the curse room. Wow! I did not know that you guys were going to be these super fast ones. That's bad damage. So, we'll use the Hierophant card. The Mom card. Yeah, we're not doing a challenge fight for a gray chest. Let's see. I don't see how my belief in a deist power affects my other decisions if my belief has no doctrine to dictate my other decisions. Just because I believe there's something doesn't automatically make all the other decisions in life null and void. Okay, I tried to explain this. I'm not saying that believing something affects all of your other decisions, but to think that one belief lives in a vacuum is flawed because your brain is convinced that something is true or likely true, and you're also recognizing that you don't have a good reason for it, what is not the question I asked, what prevents you from believing other things that don't have good reasons? Because if you believe many things that don't have good reasons, some of those are going to be dangerous, and some of those are going to be more dangerous than others. It's a mistake to think, oh, there's no harm in this belief, because you're overlooking the fact that there's a heuristic in your brain that allows you to believe that. It's like saying, you know, there's a hole in the swimming pool, and it's above the water level, so it's not a big deal. But the problem is that hole can rip into a bigger hole that then is below the water level. It's that kind of thing. To pretend that you can just run around believing things and it doesn't impact any other thing in your life is monumentally naive. 3 a.m. and I watch it because your voice makes me calm. Well, cool. All right. Thanks, by the way. And thanks for the questions. I'm hoping to finish this run before my food shows up. Oh my God, of course you're going to be brimstones. How did you hit me? Well, that's a bunch of bad damage that we shouldn't have taken. This is terrible. I'm not going to take left hand. I just wasted a bomb to get 1 coin. Something's wrong with me. I've already wasted all my Hierophant stuff. Is it a coin beggar, maybe? No, bombs. No, probably not, Julie. I don't record myself singing anything. Whoops. How did you end up so high on the screen? I specifically went up because I expected you to be coming down. Now you're way up high on the screen. Oh my God, get away from me. Good God, that was awful. I didn't want ball of bandages. I have red flames in here that were shooting at me that I didn't see. This is terrible. Lost out on the devil deal. Let's at least pick up the hearts so that I don't look like a complete idiot. Just a partial idiot. RNGesus is really just proved that. Proved that last run. How are you supposed to get away from that guy? He moved faster than you. Well, you can be faster, and also I could have used bombs to push him back. I just am not very good at the game. Curse of the Lost. Jesus, I'm so tired of all these curses. Specifically tried to make sure I didn't get tagged by that, and it decided to fire at me anyway. By this point of the game, last time we had over like 10 or 12 damage, I think. Not doing great at all. The belief in a deistic power will also come externalities name. You invest your time in considering matters of metaphysics, ethics, culture will certainly be affected in how you invest your time and finances in institutions. Reading and public figures will also likely be affected. Beliefs are intertwined with motivations and habits. Yeah, you're right. Slings and arrows is absolutely right. This is what I mean when I say your beliefs inform your actions. Now, if you have a belief that there's a God that doesn't want you to care about them or do anything or think about them, okay, then that you've now insulated that. But yeah, that's the point, is that the things that you believe dictate what kind of things you're going to care about, where are you going to spend your money, where are you going to spend your time, where are you going to direct research, which things are more probable, you know, how fatalistic are you going to be? Play any kind of multiplayer video game? Not anymore. I mean, technically this has a co-op mode. I haven't played it yet, but I saw Christian playing earlier, so maybe we'll play co-op at some point. I mean, I play chess. Sometimes Geoguessr is co-op or but most of the like first-person shooter stuff that I play, that I used to play competitively multiplayer, I only play single player now. I don't want you to get your hopes up. I might do it, I might not. It is absolutely the bottom thing on my to-do list. And it would be rude of me to pretend that it wasn't. But I guess technically the fact that it's still kind of on a to-do list is better than it not being on one. But I know me and what I have time for and what I spend time doing, and recording me singing a song. Shit. I thought I was higher than that. That's bullshit. It's the most important thing ever. It's completely opposite of that. All right, it's not quite the opposite. God damn it. How am I taking damage? Those little fucking magnet things kept pulling me into it, and I didn't see that I was moving. I thought I was holding still. I'm like, I'm not in range of that brimstone laser, and yep, you just take that. Sean McDowell, yeah, I've met him. He sent me a copy of the newest version of his and his dad's book that is the same crap they've been peddling for a gazillion years. I went to a live event where they were there and asked a question during the Q&A. So yes, I'm familiar with Sean. Not extremely familiar. It's not like we're friends, or it's not somebody I know well. Only things I invest in my beliefs is time and thought. That's not true. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. Your beliefs inform the actions that you take. They determine how you're going to spend money, how you're going to vote, what you're going to do. Your beliefs are what that's what life is, nothing but beliefs. You have no access to truth or reality. You have beliefs. Everything about you is entirely predicated on what you believe. And one of the problems right now is that you believe that having an unreasonable belief isn't a bad thing. And as long as you hold that belief, that's another bad belief that is going to lead to bad things. But when you pretend that, oh, these beliefs I don't invest anything other than time and thought in there. Well, first of all, time and thought are still maybe best not wasted. But the truth is, every human being always acts in accordance with their beliefs. And the thing is, I want my mind to be as accurate as possible at modeling reality. I want to believe as many true things and as few false things as possible, because that's how you make the best decisions. The more flawed your set of beliefs is, the collection of things you accept, the more flawed it is, the more risky every decision you make becomes. But that's what you're convinced of. What would you say is your proudest moment in your years as a secular advocate? My favorite years is your faith. I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't have favorite comments from Matt. That just doesn't happen. It's hard enough for me to be asked about favorite anything. But favorite things I've said or done, that just doesn't even exist in my head. Apart from, I'm quite fond of the magic stuff that I put together for the magic show. God damn it. That guy, that bony threw a bone at an angle to hit me. That's so awful. Okay, good. Good. I wanted that run to be over. I got sandwiches coming. All right, let me check on the time for my sandwich. Let me go back to full screen. I'm not going to adjust the camera yet because we're probably going to play a Geoguessr, depending on how much time it is until my food shows up. So let me check that. Plus, you never know. Somebody might ask another question that requires a minute or two to. All right, we have at least time for one Geoguessr game. So let me set that up. Have you watched any of Ted the Atheist videos? He harasses and yells at street preachers. I think you would enjoy it. Well, anything that is described as someone who harasses and yells at street preachers, I absolutely would not enjoy it. That is some fucking garbage bullshit. I've never done it, and I won't advocate it, and I won't tolerate it. I had a friend who tried that shit while I was out with him, and I left. Wanted nothing to do with it. I don't harass people and just run, let me just yell at the street preacher because he's yelling. It's awful. No, I don't think that that's something I would enjoy at all. I don't know why you'd think I would like it. That's part of one of the Matt has the right to change his mind based on evidence. Yeah. And then I end up changing my mind for the best reasons. What's your thought on waiving intellectual property on vaccines? I answered this like an hour and a half ago when you asked, or when somebody asked. I think they should be waived. Or at least waive the specifics for the vaccine, but not the intellectual property rights for the specifics that led to the vaccine. But how did you fare this winter with a power outage? I didn't lose power. I made it through there without losing power. You're frequently putting up that one girl who came to you after an apologetics conference. Yes. And now she told you she's now an atheist. That's clearly a moment that's one of your proudest. I would think that's one of the moments where I felt proudest of what I'd done. But I kind of looked at it as they were asking me what was something I'd done that I was proud of, rather than that was a moment I was proud to have done all of the things. So, but yeah. What research, readings, and deliberations have you invested into your belief that one belief has externalities and opportunity costs? Yeah. Go ahead. Talk it out. Ask a question that has an obvious, demonstrable answer that everybody knows. Everything in your head is a belief. Every decision you make is based on a belief. The only way there's not externalities associated with your beliefs is if there's no external world. The only way there's not externalities based on your beliefs is if hard solipsism is true. What do you think of door-to-door atheism? That's dumber than a sack of hammers too. I want nothing to do with that. Starting a game. By the way, you guys can chime in on where you think you are. Like right now, I think we're somewhere in Japan. Maybe not. We're in Korea. Okay. Yeah, we're in Korea. I don't know where in Korea, but that much I know. So we'll come over here. And, well, we'll drop near Seoul, just because. Yeah, I don't know exactly where we are. If we get over here where we can maybe see a road sign. There we go. 184. Well, let me move over here just a little bit. The problem is I don't know if those are just labels for the streets or if they're directions or distances to some place. Solari Gill. Let's see if we see anything that even looks remotely like that. 1 in 568. South Korea is always terrible about actually marking their roads, but their interstate highway things look more like U.S. ones. Yeah. All right, so let's head out this way. We'll see if we can find where in Korea we are. Jackal Gill. It's foggy, and this is a kind of rundown place. I don't know how far we might be from a major town. This is well put together, but it seems a little more rural. So we're probably not too near Seoul, but we could be on the outskirts. I don't know. I've never been here. There's the reflection of the Google car. All right. Well, this is difficult. My beliefs come from what I find to be most likely of where the universe came from. I can't fathom something from nothing. Yes, that's a fallacy that you're touting there, which somebody's already called you out for. The fact that you can't fathom something from nothing doesn't tell us anything at all about whether or not something is possible from nothing. And also, you're assuming that there would have to have been a nothing that something came from. Perhaps there has always been something. And so in all of these things where we don't know, you're just giving up and saying, I'm going to believe this even though I don't have a good reason. And that is a problem, because there are real answers to be found. And when people decide, screw it, we'll just go with whatever I fucking feel because, oh yeah, that's big city over there. So that's, we're east of probably Seoul. Probably here-ish. But yeah, what you're talking about is a fallacy. 23 miles. We were that way. I got turned around because of my north thing. Let's see what we can see here as far as like names of areas or something there. But I agree with slings and arrows. Yeah, you guys are using this communication channel as a demonstrable outcome of holding these beliefs rather than using it for something else. Can you explain one of these logic puzzles where you extrapolate from incomplete information? I don't know if I'm smart enough to understand it, and my English isn't good enough. I don't. Well, it depends. Maybe someday I'll do logic puzzles on the show as like a game, because I like doing them. It's just been ages. All right, so we have this mix of Arabic, and last time we were in Jordan. So that road is kind of crap, or that sign is kind of crap. You head up here. Or last time we were actually in UAE. That's right. That Mercedes truck there. Kaaba, and it's 15. All right, let's see what we can find. Because I don't think that's right. I don't think. Check UAE. Check Oman. Qatar. I think I was right the first time that we're in. Yeah. I knew I would be right the first time. So we're 15. And we see a sign. Aqaba's 84 kilometers away, and that's south of us. 15. Can't believe that something's 84 kilometers away and it's not way more visible in here. Is 15? Is there also 15 up north that I'm missing? 10, 35, 65, 25, 10, 15. Yes, there is 15 up here. So 15. All right, let me go back to the start. We only got 2.5 minutes left. Let's see what this says. That's the road to Lausanne. So if we're looking south, Let's see this road to Lausanne. I don't know where Carmen San Diego is in this game. Oh, I've been following 35 instead of 15. Oh, there's a Kaaba. But 1 minute 18, and we're looking for the road to Lausanne. All right, let's try going north and see if there's a better sign up here. I think that's going to be a temp sign. I get the feeling we're probably closer down here, but I'm going to stick because every time I change, it does something screwy. So let's just guess. 162 miles. We were down here. And it's Tucson, not Lausanne. And 84 kilometers to Acaba, which is down there. All right. It's not bad, 162 miles, but, you know, it's Jordan, so. Do you have any interest in astronomy? Have you ever drove to a dark place to look at the Milky Way with your own eyes? I've been on an aircraft carrier in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean where it's pitch black, and I've seen the Milky Way in a way that you can't from anywhere on land because there's always going to be light pollution. I've seen the Milky Way at the premier spot, and yes, the carrier would turn off all the lights and yep. I've also looked through a really good telescope while in Perth, Australia, because I wanted to see the southern sky. I'm not big into astronomy. I'm not an expert on it, you know, but I enjoy it. And few things were more significant and impressive than being in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, pitch black, an aircraft carrier, and a clear sky. You're always going to get the best view from there. Except maybe if you were on like a little tiny boat, you might get a slightly better view. Just because even when the carrier turns off all lights, there's still some lights. Whereas if you were on like a little boat, but it's negligible at that point because you're out in the middle of the fucking Atlantic. Okay, we got to hurry because we're on round 3, and I think my food's probably going to be here any damn minute. Oh, he's on his way to pick up my food. Have I ever seen a full solar eclipse? No, I was in South Carolina for the last one, and it got cloudy just as it was happening. Otherwise, I would have been able to say yes. Okay, so that's a market. Are we... feels like we're out somewhere in Kazakhstan or something, or Kyrgyzstan. See your character in the Atlantic and raise you a destroyer in the Pacific. Yeah, that would, I mean, technically on the measurement wise, yeah, that would be probably better. But at that point, I guess it's kind of negligible as to how much better your view is going to be than mine. Hey, Stuart, is the guess on Your Friendly Neighbor Atheist? First time I see not as a helper somewhere. Did I see the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction? No. Or at least I don't recall. So bad in these regions. And if I don't find like a top level domain, I have no hope. I think that says KG. I think we're in Kyrgyzstan. Let me scoot back just a little. There's no way to get a clear look on that sign, but I think that sign says KG. It could also say huge, but no, that wouldn't be right. It goes other direction. Got a snow-covered mountain range. That's why I'm thinking this is Kyrgyzstan, but yeah, I'm already in Kyrgyzstan. I just don't know where. But we're not directly on the mountains, and I don't see that. So I dropped kind of here-ish. Maybe we'll go right there. Yeah, no worries. I'm also dropped fairly central, so it's just that east of me is a mountain range and with snow. And so that makes me think, okay, but there's mountain ranges on all of these. And so east of me, it could be over here. All right. Not bad. 96 miles, 4,599 points. Here we go. Round 4. Aiming for the middle sometimes works. This is interesting. So the lower, flatter trees remind me of Africa. They're driving on the left. That could also be Australia, New Zealand. It's a good road. So let's get up here to where we can maybe see something come out of this. Look at the landscape. Kenya Rural Roads Authority. I'm going to guess that since I immediately thought Africa right off the bat, that we're in Kenya. And we're in a hillier region. So where would that be? Maybe there. I don't see much elsewhere. Yeah, I guess over here too. All right, let's see what we can see. Hey, they've got dancing deer. That's what I always call that sign whenever it's up. All right. So if we could find some sort of sign saying, hey, which wildlife preserve region this is, or maybe read something off this bus. But I don't think we can. So how do you find as many true things as possible and the least false things as possible? 3,000 years ago, it was true that God's governed our every action. 600 years ago, it was true that the sun revolved around the earth. 300 years ago, Newton's laws was all you needed to know. No, all of those things are what people believed at the time. None of them were necessarily true. And so when what the goal is that we've gotten better at figuring out what's true. So first of all, you learn about skepticism and critical thinking and standards of evidence so that your epistemology is sound. And what you do is you stop arguing for your position with fallacious arguments. And so when you are arguing for your deistic position or the fact that you think your beliefs don't do anything, every time you argued that point, you were arguing with logical fallacies, and they were pointed out. And so when you scrub logical fallacies and you start recognizing that sometimes the right answer is I don't know, instead of I just can't believe something could come from nothing, so there's got to be this. Well, you don't know that there was a nothing. How could there be a nothing? By definition, if there is a nothing, that nothing is something because you're giving it properties. So it's this deep philosophical stuff that people don't want to spend any time on, and so they throw up their hands. But if you stop arguing and defending your position with fallacies, and you start defending positions with reason and evidence, and only believe those things for which you have good evidence, then you're on your way to figuring out what's true. There's a reason we have and use science. Scientific methods are there because it's the single most consistently reliable way to understand reality. At no point has any religious claim or any weird hunch suspicion without evidence disproved science. And yet science is constantly, continually demonstrating that religious claims and supernatural claims and other things are not reasonable. They don't have sufficient evidence. And so you study. But the fact that you know that, hey, in the past they used to believe these things, and now we know that those things aren't true. The fact that you know that means you already know the answer to the question. And that's through education, study, exploration, and about not pretending to know the answer before you do. Because the second you pretend to know an answer, you stop looking for the real answer. Why would you look for the real answer to the origin of the earth if you're just like, it's probably some supernatural being that doesn't want anything to do with us? There's not enough time left in this round for me to find where we are. So I'm going to look for, we'll go right there. 81 miles. If I'd have gone a little further south. Not bad, 4660. We've had better rounds, we've had worse rounds, and here's a final round. Yeah, I knew we were in Kenya, and that's about all I knew. Wow. Someone rang my doorbell. I'm going to guess that's my food. So, Rio Bambasar, is that, I'll be right back. You guys discuss this and see if you can figure out where we are, because I think we're in Brazil. Yeah, that's the question to ask. When you ask yourself, why throughout history have people believed all sorts of things that were wrong, it's because they didn't have access to enough information and they didn't either bother to research. And when they did research, that's how we discovered when those things were wrong. If you have philosophy you think you closely agree with, depends on the category. There's different philosophical labels. If you're talking about like for epistemology, I am a found herentist, which is a notion presented from Susan Hawk. But I don't know. Wow, that sign makes me think we're in Africa again. But Rio Bembazar. Let's just finish this last round and then I'll go eat. If it weren't for that sign, I would have maybe guessed Ken again. All right, EX308 at the 12-kilometer mark. I think we're in Brazil. Maybe not. I'm not seeing anything like the EX308 stuff. All right, so that may not be it. If that's the case, we're in Spain, right? Because isn't it EX over here? E90, nope. That's N. Where were the EXs? Or is it, do I have to zoom in further? Yeah, there they are. There's EX102. So we've got a minute 40 left. So we need EX308. X322, X324. That's the hard part, is you got to zoom in so close to see them. 308. We'll drop here for a second, just so I don't end up running out of time and never put a sticker in a pen and a map. 327. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the Rio, but I'm more likely to find the name of an EX308, a long road, than I am a bridge. This could be that Rio, but I have to zoom way in to find it, or it could be any one of those where there's a crossing. So, but EX308, we only got 20 seconds left. 325, 303, that's nice. I like this because of where it is, but X303, 390, 4 seconds, 381. Well, we were 61 miles from the correct location, 4,742 points, 23,246 overall. Awesome. Hey, thanks everybody for hanging out, and thanks for the questions. I hope people learned stuff. I learned stuff. But yeah, what you believe matters, because the actions you take are every action is based on something that you believe. And you always act in accordance with those beliefs. There are reasons, like, very few people would say, I don't care if my beliefs are reasonable. If you're crossing the street, do you want a reasonable confidence of whether or not there's a bus about to drive into you? I haven't finished watching season 3 of Stranger Things, so let's not talk about season 4. But I'm going to go eat. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope that you stay safe. My next debate's in June on Modern Day Debates. We're gonna try one more time now that they've changed some rules and stuff. But power, breath of the universe. Yeah, you're just talking nonsense. You're just basically, you're not defining anything that's substantive or testable or useful or anything else, and it's just a way of avoiding the real issue, which is you don't know what's there, and that's uncomfortable. Yeah, they're changing some of their chat rules and stuff like that. But we'll see. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night.